Rangers are in desperate need of a busy summer. A majority of players at the club are not good enough to cut it at Rangers, and we cannot afford to have a repeat of this season next season. Fortunately, Rangers have been handed a massive boost for the summer transfer window, which we will go over in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Barry Ferguson sat down with the media ahead of Rangers' Europa League clash against Fenerbahce, sharing his thoughts on the game and the state of his squad. When asked for an update on the squad's readiness, Ferguson was optimistic. Everyone's travelled. John Suter and Leon Barlow-Gunn trained again today, and I'll need to wait until tomorrow morning to see how they react. But it's good to see them both back, and hopefully they'll be available tomorrow. Asked how big the match is for him and the team, Ferguson expressed its importance. The team's done brilliantly to get to this stage. We're up against a very good Fenerbahce team with some top players. We've watched them closely, and they've got a top-class manager. We're expecting a tough game, but we've prepared well. On recent praise from Jose Mourinho and his comments about Philippe Clement, Ferguson responded, "Mourinho's a top-class manager who's won 26 titles across multiple countries. His record speaks for itself. As for his comments on Clement, that's for others to decide." Discussing Fenerbahce's form in Europe compared to their domestic league, Ferguson said, "They change formation sometimes, but it's usually the same starting 11. They've got players like Tadic and Dzeko, and we're expecting a tough night. We need to be at our best to get a result." Reflecting on preparations after a tough weekend match, Ferguson appreciated the extended training time. It was important to get a few days in a row on the training field. Last week we had only one day before Kilmarnock, but this week we've had 2 full days. We've gone through scenarios for the game and worked on our organisation. Asked if Fenerbahce will play defensively, given Mourinho's reputation, Ferguson said, "People say Mourinho is a defensive coach, but I don't see it that way. They've got attack-minded players like Tadic and Dzeko. We've prepared as much as we can." When asked about Rangers' stronger performances in Europe, Ferguson acknowledged the difference. "Some of our best performances this season have been in the Europa League. We've proved we can compete at the highest level, and I expect the same tomorrow." Ferguson declined to share his defensive plans for Fenerbahce's attacking threats. "They've got 2 dangerous strikers, but we've got a plan. The defenders and midfielders know what we need to do, but we can't lose focus for a second." On Ridvan Yilmaz's recent performances, Ferguson praised the player. "Ridvan is a good player, but he's had injury issues. He's back fully fit now, playing right back, even though it's not his natural position. I can always rely on him." Asked about drawing inspiration from Rangers' famous European nights under Walter Smith, Ferguson reflected, "I'll take inspiration from Walter Smith, but also from Dick Advocaat and Alex McLeish. I've played a lot of European games, and me and my coaching staff have experience. We're prepared." Finally, Ferguson addressed how he's handling his sudden transition from an ambassadorial role to leading Rangers. "It's settling down now. I know I've only got 3 months in this job, but I'm loving every minute of it. I'd like more sleep, but I'm going to give it everything I've got." Now for our main story, Rangers are set to be handed a massive transfer boost, as Rangers have failed to qualify for the Champions League in recent seasons after falling short in the qualifying rounds. This season, they reached the last 16 of the Europa League after finishing 5th in the revamped league phase. However, Celtic have gained a significant financial advantage, receiving a £45 million windfall from the Champions League, while Rangers' earnings from Europe will be notably lower. On the 4th of March, Sky Sports reported that US investors have agreed, in principle, to a takeover at Ibrox. Leeds United chairman Parag Maraf, who is also the president of San Francisco 49ers investment arm, is one of the key figures behind the deal, alongside health insurance tycoon Andrew Kavanagh. Finance expert Stefan Borson told the media that Rangers could benefit from the Leeds United connection if the takeover goes through. The 49ers enterprise Enterprises first purchased a stake in Leeds in 2018 and completed a full takeover in July 2023. With Leeds currently at the top of the English Championship, Borson emphasised the potential benefits of player exchanges between the clubs, particularly as Rangers aim to strengthen their squad to compete with Celtic and secure Champions League qualification. Borson said, "Rangers having a close relationship with a Premier League team could have significant upsides." He added that Rangers need a squad capable of competing in the Champions League to keep up with Celtic, as the financial rewards of reaching the group stage could be transformative for the club's profit and loss statement. Rangers' financial situation has come under scrutiny in recent months. Former chairman Dave King remains the largest shareholder with 13% of the club, and it has been confirmed that the club's owners recently injected £3.6 million, despite a revenue increase from £83.8 million to £88.3 million in the 2023-24 season. Net losses have risen to £17.2 million. What do you make of this? Let me know down below. Before we get into our next story, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Alan Brazil has admitted he could see Jose Mourinho to Rangers happening. However, the Celtic Daft radio host has pleaded with the special one to avoid switching to Ibrox. Mourinho spoke to the media yesterday morning as he previewed Fenerbahce's Europa League tie against the Scottish Premiership giants in Istanbul. While in no rush to move to Scotland, the former Chelsea, Manchester United, Real Madrid and Spurs boss left the door open with a casual response of, "Why not?" Reflecting on yesterday's headline news, Brazil delivered his reaction. "Don't even think of going there, Jose," the former Scotland and Ipswich striker said. "There's only one place to go. Don't even think about it. With the new people coming in, they're going to put money into Rangers and clear the board, clear the can of worms out, and put their own people in with big investment. So Rangers will come back. It just depends on when. At the end of the day, he'll know Rangers are a sleeping giant. He's not stupid, he's clever. With the right funding as his knowledge, it would be interesting. I could see it happening." In other news, Rangers midfielder Yanis Haji has opened up on the extra motivation he has to get a result for his side on Thursday evening against Fenerbahce. Barry Ferguson's men are in Istanbul ahead of their crucial Europa League last 16 first leg. Up against a side managed by the legendary Jose Mourinho, however, reaching the quarter-finals will be no easy feat for Rangers. Haji, though, has some extra motivation to play well and help his side succeed. Indeed, the 26-year-old was born in Istanbul, and the city holds a distinct place in his heart. "It's definitely special to come back here and play in the town where I was born," he said. "We have so many good memories of here as a family, so it's special, and I'm going to enjoy it on Thursday night. The extra motivation for me is just to represent Rangers in the best way possible here. Signing for this huge club made me a better man and a better player." Haji's Rangers contract is up at the end of the season, with the Romanian's future remaining uncertain. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.